Okay, hello guys, ni hao. Welcome back to week 8 class 2 of game programming. First of all, my desktop system is not working very well, so I'm using my laptop for this class, so the sound quality might be a little bit less, and my monitor is very small. So I'm so sorry about today's class. Hope I will fix my system and I will get back into my quality videos from the next class, but I will try my level best to keep today's class easy to understand. All right, okay, so what we are going to do in this class is of course we need to do triggers that from the last class. That one is pending, but anyway, I have a different idea for this class. First of all, we need to see what are called prefabs, this one, and the second one is a very simple rotation script, and the third one is adding background music. Yeah, background music and triggers, of course. So if we have more time, if I think it's not too much for you guys in this class, I will add more, but don't worry, we have a lot of classes in the future, so we will definitely build amazing games. Okay, so prefabs, very important. You must need to understand how prefabs help you in Unity, okay, to develop more amazing games. I'll tell you one thing, what are called prefabs. I don't have a pen because in my laptop it's not working, so I might be using my mouse. Oh my god. Okay, I will try. Okay, I'm sorry. So what are called prefabs? Prefabs is a copy. Okay, for example, I have an object. Okay, let's call this object as object A. Okay, I take a duplicate, okay, which is Control D, right? Duplicate. Oh my god, duplicate. Okay, so I have another object. Okay, so I'm just saying this is object B, and this is one example. In the other example, I have object A. This time I am not duplicating, I'm actually making prefab. What oh god, this is so difficult with the laptop. So this is another object called B. So now in the first example, I made this object as a duplicate. In the second example, I made this object as a prefab. So now what is the difference? The real difference is if I change the duplicate, for example, let's say I'm resizing. If I make any changes to this, that will never reflect, which means this is a separate object, this one is another object. There is no link between one object and the duplicate object. But if it is a prefab, anything that I do to one object, for example, if I'm reducing the size, all prefabs, if I have 1000 copies of the same object, all of them will take the changes. That is amazing, right? Hope you understand. The difference between duplicating and prefab is, after duplicating, if I make 1000 copies of this cube, okay, then I in the future decide to change the color of the cube or want to change the size of the cube, okay, if I do that, if I change one cube, all the other 999 duplicates will never change. In game making, that is very difficult, okay, because you imagine when you are playing games, you will have enemies, right? Like you have different type of enemies, but you might have 1,000 enemies coming towards you at one time, right? If they are duplicates, while creating the game, if I change anything to one enemy, if it is a prefab, all enemies will change according to my changes. If it is a prefab, that's why Unity prefabs are available in Unity, and that's why Unity prefab is very famous and effective, that we use it in games a lot. Okay, so please understand prefabs very properly. Okay, I will show you. If you don't understand, I'm so sorry about my bad explanation. Okay, for the when I get back my desktop system, I will be amazing, but I'm so sorry. But I will show you in Unity. If you don't understand what I did here, okay, forget about it. Even I don't like it. Let me go back to Unity. Okay, so this is the same scene, almost the same thing. I just deleted a few things. Now I have my sky and the grass, and the sky, I have my sorting layer is background, okay, and the grass, obviously my sorting layer is foreground, FG. Okay, that's it. I don't have anything else, and these things you guys already know, right? So we downloaded it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain you about a prefab. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a plank. Okay, oh, so I can't see the plank here, so the problem is with the sorting layer. Let me put that in middle ground. Now I have a plank. Okay, one more thing, see this camera thing, it's blocking my view, and I don't like it. If you don't like it, go to the gizmos here. Okay, so you can see the camera icon here, right? Just switch this off. Go to gizmos. That's it. So now you can't see that. Okay, it's nice. Now what I'm going to do is I need to change it. Just say plank. Okay. Now I'm going to duplicate. Control D, correct? Control D, or you can say edit duplicate. See, Control D. Now edit duplicate. Now I have two things. Let me move this a bit. Okay, so imagine these are enemies or anything that you know in a game. So what happens, imagine I have 1,000 copies. Control D, Control D, Control D, whatever. Okay, I have this much. Now after designing the game or after designing a level, I decide, hey, you know what, I need to change the color, or I need to change the size of one duplicate. Okay, so what happens, I want to change this size. I make it big, and see what happens. I make one change, but it is not reflected to anything else, correct? Everything else is the same because this is duplicate. Okay, now I'm going to delete all of it. I will just keep only one. This I have. Now I'm going to convert this into a prefab. So in Unity, how to convert an object into prefab? Guys, generally when you work in Unity, you always take things from here to here, correct? What I mean is, you take things from here to here, correct? How to create a prefab? It's reverse. If you take things, okay, from here to here, Unity will convert your objects into a prefab. That's it. Very easy. Amazing, right? I'll show you. The plank, okay? I actually took this plank, oops, from here, right? From my project window to here, I have it. If I take it back and put it here somewhere, that will be converted into a prefab. Okay, that's cool. Let's see. So you can put anywhere you want, inside any folder you want. So for now, I'm going to put that in here. Amazing. That's it. You have created a prefab. Can you see? If you select it, it says asserts plank dot prefab, and this is having a gray color background. Can you see? It's having a gray color background. And how you can identify, how do you know some object is a prefab? Here all prefabs are blue color, blue. If it is blue in color, then it is a prefab. This is how you can identify between prefabs objects and a not prefabs object. Okay, so now see, I have created a plank. Now I can able to drag and drop, just drag the prefab and put wherever you want. Okay, now I have several prefabs. What if I want to make changes to a prefab? It's very simple. Select any prefab if you want. Okay, select any prefab, and if you see in here, it says prefab open. Okay, so select anything, any prefab. If it is blue color, then it is a prefab. Okay, select a prefab, click open, and it actually selects your plank, which is a prefab, and make sure the autosave button is switched on, because any changes that you make here will be applied to all of it. Okay, that is amazing, right? So make sure this autosave is on. Now what I will do is I will make the changes. See? Amazing. Anything that I do, that even if you have 1,000 planks, 10,000 planks, 1,000,000 planks, everything will be changed in the same second. Okay, that is amazing. That's why I really love Unity. Okay, so I think this prefab is okay. All you have to do is, okay, just select, actually select here, okay, this button. All right, select this. That's it. Okay, if you want to change again, click open prefab and change whatever you want and go back. Okay, this is so cool, right? And hope you guys understand. Now see, even if you download all the, delete all the prefabs here, okay, your prefabs is still here. But if you delete it from here, Unity will ask you, are you sure? If you say yes, then your prefab is gone forever. Okay, so see, select delete. Can you see? Delete selected. What it says, you cannot undo this action, which means there is no going back if you delete a prefab from the project window. Okay, if you delete a prefab from here, it's okay, but if you delete a prefab from here, gone. Okay, wow, I can write with my mouse. Okay, so delete, oops, so delete. See, my plank my prefab has gone. So hope you guys know, understand how a prefabs work. Okay, now more amazing thing is we are going to use prefabs in all our games hereafter. So every time I actually make games, I will not tell you how to make prefabs, because in this class you have to practice the prefabs and understand everything about a prefab. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create a coin animation prefab. I already, oh wow, I can add this to here, animation creation. Okay, last time I showed you how to animate between these two, correct? If you have one sprite like this and if you have one sprite like this, I showed you how to animate between these frames. Okay, 1 2 1 2 1 2, so it looks like, you know, the bird was actually flying these two. Okay, now if you don't have this kind of different pictures, and if you want to create your own animation, okay, for example, I want to create, I have only one coin sprite, I want to make this coin looks like it's rotating. So how to do that is I am going to create an animation entirely new in Unity. Looks like it's actually rotating. Okay, so that's what I want to create. And after I create one coin, I will convert that coin into a prefab, and that's it. Happy days for me. I can use the same animated coin any number of times in my game and I will have a happy day. Lots of time saved. Okay, I'll show you now. First of all, I go to this coin. Okay, the name is coin sprite. It's too long, I don't need it, so just make the thing as coin. Okay, I can't see the coin here, maybe it's a sorting layer, so I need to choose the sorting layer, middle ground. Now I can see. Now everything is fine. Now I need to make it rotate. Okay, select the coin. First of all, let's find out in which direction it needs to rotate. Okay, if you see the transform, rotation is given here. Okay, X is this, Y is this. Okay, Z is inside. I mean, Z is most of the times not used in 2D, so we will use Y and X. So you just try changing the value of X. You can't see it, right? So I don't want my coin to rotate like this. No. Let's try Y. Nice. This is how I want my coin to rotate. Control Z. You know, 90 degrees is exactly sharp. You know, 80 degrees this much. Okay, 90 is exactly vertical. I mean, how to say it? Hope you guys understand, right? See, 0 like this, it keeps going, and when it becomes, you know, 90, it's exactly facing the other direction. Since it is a 2D, we can't see it. Okay, but it's okay. So 90 is one angle. Okay, so now I know my numbers and I know my axis. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, now I can start my animation. Well, how to start it? You already know animation window, right? Control 6, or you can go for window, animation and animation, Control 6. This window, I already have it here. So I'm gonna choose my, see, it says no, nothing is selected, so you need to choose which object you are going to animate. So I'm choosing coin. Now it says to begin animation clip, create. So I'm creating the coin animation. It will ask you where to save it. I don't want to save inside sprites, so I'm going to save it here in the assets. I'm going to say coin anim, or whatever name you want to give. Now, last time we dragged and dropped pictures in this area, correct? But now we don't have any pictures, but we know what to do. We need to rotate in Y direction. So what we need to do is select add property. Okay, add property. It will ask you what you are going to do. Okay, I'm going to select transform. Okay, and I'm going to select this plus button because it says add rotation. I don't need position, I don't need scale. I'm going to do only rotation. So add property, transform, plus button rotation. As you can see, it shows you 3 axes: rotation X, rotation Y, rotation Z. We already checked. We don't need rotation Z. We don't need rotation X. We need only rotation Y. So what I'm going to do is select rotation Y. Okay, or even make your life more easier. Okay, this is 1 second. This is 0,0 to 1 second of animation. This is 1 second. So I'm 0.30 is exactly half second, right? So what I'm going to do is I'll put my time right in the half. Okay, in here like this. Now I am going to select my record button, this one, the record button. I press record and I see everything is red color. When the record button is clicked, this is red and this is red. So what this means is when the record mode is on, whatever you do will be recorded. So please be very careful. Okay, so make sure when your record is on, just go and do the changes what you want. Okay, press 90 and press enter and you switch off the record button. Okay, now you play this. Nice. Okay, so I am checking my animation whether it is working or not, and it's working amazing. Okay, so what happens is this is an illusion. It looks like it's rotating, but what we are doing is in here the rotation is 0. We rotate to 90 degrees, then again this is rotation is 0, but when you look at it, it looks like it's rotating. Cool, right? And this is exactly what we want, and this is how you can create your own animations. Okay, stop. If you want to animate scaling, like making it bigger or smaller, go for add property, transform, go for scale. If you want to change the position that the coin is actually moving from here to here, then again here to here, go for position. Okay, go for what is it, transform, position, this one. Okay, so anything that you want. Now once you are done with it, go back to the project just to be safe, play button, play the game and see whether your animation works. Cool, our animation works. Amazing. Now one thing is, if I convert this coin into a prefab, amazing. Okay, I will have any number of coins. So what I'm going to do is, see, these two are animation files. Let's be organized like I showed you in the last class. Create a folder, say animations, create another folder, say prefabs. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'll put these guys into the animation, and I'm going to drag my coin, put it inside prefabs folder. Ta-da, my prefabs is ready. Now see, if I delete the existing coin, because my prefab I already have, I'll just put wherever I want. I'll close my eyes and I drag any number of coins I want anywhere. You play the game. Happy days, right? This is the power of prefabs. And you know, select any prefab you want, click open prefab, change the size, finished. Okay, you come back, everything else works the same. Okay, so I love prefabs. Make sure that you guys use prefabs. All right, now hope you guys understand prefabs. Now I'm going to delete all my prefabs. All right, and what I will do now is let's create something nice. Okay, for example, I'm going to go for my sprites. Guys, I have no idea what I'm creating, but I just want to teach you new things. So I'm thinking about maybe, yeah, why can't I go here, create a plank, sorting layer, middle ground, then I'll duplicate it, Control D. So I rotate the duplicate like this, maybe Z 90 degree. Okay, like this. Maybe I'll create an empty game object and I say planks. Okay, so I create a planks empty game object. As I showed you in the last class, I select these original planks and put it on the empty game object. So what happens is, this is the parent. Can you see this icon? These two are inside it. So now if I take this and move it wherever I want, can you see it became a same object, right? This is now what I will do is, can you see these planks? Parent object has a transform. So if I use rotate, everything will rotate because these two are inside it. These are children. So what I'm going to do is, I'll select this, press E and I test. Yes. And if I want to rotate it this way, can you see which one is changing in the transform? When I rotate, see which one is changing. Is Z, right? So this is the right angle. And we found out. Okay. So let's make the Z rotation 0. Now what we will do now is, we will write a simple script, simple program in C# to make this rotate. Okay, so that's what we actually going to do. Okay, so let's go ahead and create a a script. There are two ways. Normally what we will do is, we'll create a C# script here, then you drag and drop and put it in here. Okay, or what you can do is, you can straight away go here, okay, add component, and you start creating a new script. So how to do is simple, add component. Okay, just go ahead and choose any name you want. Plank script. Can you see it shows? Are you sure you want to create a new script? Because there is nothing exist with this name before. So Unity knows that you are creating a new script. So yes, I'm creating a new script. Click on new script. It says plank script. last chance to change your name. I told you last class how important it is, okay, that you need to rename your C# before you create it. So I'm okay with the name, so select create and add. Can you see now it? What is the advantage is, see, it's automatically added because I already selected the planks, then I created and add a component, so one step less for me to do. Because I showed you last class a very important lesson, the script must be attached to at least one object here for this to be running in the background. So if you forget it, then your script will not play. But in this way, you will never forget, because I already selected the object, go to add component and created my script. So Unity attached it already here, so I will not have a problem. Okay, everything is cool. So now what we are going to write in it, double click the script. Okay, so here's the script. Can you see the name is exactly the same? So I'm happy. Let me zoom in a bit. So what is the script is, I'm going to rotate it, okay, but I'm going to rotate it every frame as long as my game is playing. You guys know where to write, right? Whether it is start function or update function. When I say every frame, I don't want the rotation to stop. Rotating every frame. So when I say every frame, it must be update, no start function. So we delete our start function. Okay, we delete the unwanted things. So in the update, what I'm going to write is transform dot rotate. Okay, now as you can see, it shows you what are the different type of combinations you can write. This is another reason why I love JetBrains. Okay, in here we are going to choose this way. This is a simple way of writing. Okay, what is the angle of in the X, what is the angle in the Y, what is the angle in the Z you want the thing to rotate? We already know, we checked. We don't need rotation in the X, we don't need rotation in the Y, we want only rotation in the Z. So what I'm going to do is transform.rotate. I'm going to write, normally the syntax is X value comma Y value comma Z value. Okay, this is how you will write, but it is a float, so it has to end with F. In last class I showed you. Okay, float is decimal values, 0.0 like this. Decimal values, these kind of numbers always should end with F. So I'm going to say, what is the X value? No rotation, so 0F comma. What is the Y value? Y rotation, there is no rotation in the Y direction, so 0F. What is the rotation in the Z? Let's say 1 frame per second, so I say 1F. It's not frame, F is not for frame, I say 1 unit. It is a float, that way I says 1F. It 1 unit. I want the thing to rotate in the Z direction. I want transform.rotate. Why transform.rotate? Can you see here? I am writing a code for transform dot rotate. Transform dot rotate. Very simple if you understand. So transform dot rotates. X I don't want, Y I don't want, Z 1 unit every second when my game is playing. Very simple. Okay, so when I come here and play it, fantastic. Now your plank will be rotating all the time. all the time until you stop. If you want more speed, if you feel this is so slow, go here, change maybe 5F. Okay, come back here, wait for a while. Yeah, now you can play. Cool, right? Amazing. So what I'm going to do is, I'm happy with my plank. You know what I'm going to do? Prefab. And I delete everything. Now I want wherever I want, any number of times, and cool, right? And you know what the amazing thing is? Even if you use prefab 1000 times, your memory will not be full. The Unity will be using the memory space for just one prefab because the others are the same copies. How amazing is that? And that's why Unity is very famous for mobile platform, because prefabs will not use much memory. Okay, this is fantastic. Now I can delete the planks I just showed you. So what my idea now is, wow, I want my plank here rotating. I want something like the ball to fall here. Because it is rotating, it will touch here and jump somewhere. Okay, and I will have my coins here and there, and I will try to collect my coins. Very simple game. I know the logic is not very good, but we are learning, right? It's not about what game we make now, I mean, it's about what we learn. Okay, so let's do that concept. I'm going to have my plank here. Okay, maybe I open the prefab, make it a bit bigger. Okay, I'll come back from my prefab. I think it's too big, but anyway. So what I will do is I'll go for another prefab, put it here, maybe here. I'll have another prefab, maybe put it here. Okay, now I will try to drop a ball, maybe this. So I'll say just ball. Okay, I don't want to see these guys now, so I can hide it. I can't see the ball here, maybe it's a sorting layer. So middle ground. Cool, right? Now what I need to do is I need to go for the size. Maybe this is okay. Press F. I need to see it in close. I'll add a collider, circle collider. I'll edit the collider, make it this, you guys already know that we did last time. And I'm going to add rigid body because I want rigid body 2D. Make no mistake, again this is a wrong rigid body because it's not having the 2D and this is having the 2D, so this is correct. So rigid body 2D. And what I'm going to do now is I'll check. Okay, my ball is ready. So again I'm going to convert my ball into a prefab so that I can use any number of times I want. Okay, now what I will do now is I'll delete this ball for now. I'll go to the plank. Okay, you know, I actually forgot. See, I actually forgot to add colliders, correct? But I have made several duplicates now. So let's check, applying colliders to one prefab, does it affect other prefabs? Okay, so let's go ahead, select the plank inside, make sure that you open the prefab first, make no mistake, open the prefab, then select your plank. Okay, this has to be in blue color, then only you know that you are in plank editing mode, sorry, prefab editing mode. So in here, the plank, I'm going to add a collider, box collider 2D. Cool. I'm going here, box collider 2D. Okay, and once it is done, I'll close my plank and I will check the other. Amazing. See, all my prefabs are applied with the collider. See how much time I did save. If I have thousands of my enemies, or if I have thousands of objects like this, if they are prefabs, I don't have to worry. Any changes that you make to one copy is applied to all of it. Happy days. So guys, please learn how to use prefabs, then you will definitely will not worry. Okay, now this is super cool. So I'm going to play, keep my ball here somewhere and check how it works. The ball, yeah, oi. This is nice. Okay, but the problem is every time it might fall in the same way. It might fall in the same way. Oh no, this is cool. This is why a game called Angry Birds was very famous, because it's a physics based game. Every time you play the game, it might not work in the same way because it's physics. How cool is that? Okay, now anyway, I need to go to my grass. I need to apply a collider because things are falling. You know, edge collider, right? We already know that. So I'm going to move it somewhat here. Okay, so I'll come back and I play the game. Amazing. Now one thing I need to do is I need to add ball. It's a prefab, so I open the prefab. I need to apply a material, right? So I need to go to create physics material 2D. Okay, make sure this is the correct one. Oh my god, which one I made I don't know, so delete, right click, create physics material 2D, ball bounce, any name you want to give. Make the bounciness to 0.5. Let's check. Then make sure this is blue color, so you are editing a prefab. Select the ball, so add it to your collider material. Now close your prefab. Now let's see how the ball reacts. Oh, this is cool, man. Play again. Oopsie. Guys, you know what you can do? I don't have time, but what you can do is when you create the game, make sure this rotates this way, and you create one other script, different script, and make this guy rotate this way and make this guy rotate this way. If you have something else here, and you can make it rotate this way again, so it will be more interesting. Okay, but it cannot be the same prefab because all prefabs works in the same way. So what you need to do is you need to create two prefabs. One prefabs makes the object rotate this way, okay, and another prefab that creates that rotates the object this way. Okay, you know how to do it, because if you understand what I'm teaching, you can definitely do what I'm saying. Okay, so I want all of you guys, one more advice. When I give you the video, I cannot sit here and teach you for 2 hours. I know your class is for more than 3 hours, because I'm believing you that you are practicing what I'm teaching you for 1.3 hours. You listen to me. Do not see the video and do it. Pause the video and do it. Don't do like that. See the full video. When you see the video, write it down. Write the steps, what you need to do. Then close the video. Then try to do the things by yourself. Then only you can learn. When the video is in front of you, watching the video and doing it and going home is really easy, guys. When it comes to the exam, that's where the problem is. Okay, so if you really want to make amazing games, please listen to me. Do not see my video, pause the video, then do it again, come back, see the video. Don't do that. You can finish quickly, I know, but it's a very wrong practice. Okay, just listen to me completely. Take notes, close the video, then try to do that by yourself. But if you have a problem, then open the video and see what is wrong. If you do that, that will definitely help you guys. Okay, so I think everything is fine now. Oops, every time it goes there. And what I can do is I can change the thing somewhat here. Oi, this is nice. Okay, so when I play the game, is it going to be the same this time? No, see, it's your luck. Every time that you play the game, it's completely different. Fantastic. Now what I will do is, I want one more plank here. Go to the prefabs. Maybe I'll keep one more plank here, just to make the things interesting. And I will test. Oh man. Oh, come on, man. This is not what I expected. Yeah. See? If your coins are this side, if your coins are here, then you are unlucky because your ball came this way and went this way. Okay, so let's put some coins, alright? I'm going to keep some coins here and there just to try your luck. I'm just showing, okay? So when I play the game, the last one step is whether my ball can collect. Now there is no interaction, there is no reaction between the coin and the ball, correct? Because we did not do the programming yet. That's what we need to do now. Okay, so what we can able to do, so let me stop the game. We know how to do prefab. We have already created the coin animation. We have no rotation script. Oh yeah, let's add background music. So in the next video, this is part 1. In part 2 video, we are going to add some amazing music and triggers. Then we will complete what we have done. Okay, cool. So where is it? I'll go back to the Unity. Make sure I'll save the project, save the scene, then save your project. Always do both of it. Okay. Alright guys, I'll stop this video now, then I will see you in the next video. Okay, bye.